What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, November 10th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who are your favorite and least favorite of my plays for today's slate. Finally, I got to give a shout out to BetMGM. They are the sponsor of this video. Follow the link in the description. It's going to be some things you need to handle. You got to make a qualified bet of $10. It's going to be pretty easy for you. When you do all of that stuff, you're going to get up to a $1,000 risk-free bet along with 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. You really can't ask for a better deal. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Bam Adebayo, Dame Lillard, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Jimmy Butler on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first at number 5, I'm looking at Dennis Smith Jr. He's point guard eligible, 6,600, projected for 33. The goal's 43. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. He's just found himself as the starting point guard of the Hornets now with no LaMelo Ball. 33 minutes. He's a fantasy point per minute guy. It's not the best spot in the world. It is paced down against Miami. The Hornets are underdogs in this one pretty sizably at 10.5 points, but 17% usage for Smith, 11 points, 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 stocks. This is a guy that likes to get into some passing lanes, usually puts up a nice steal number. That is very beneficial on FanDuel. Look, 4-game slate, guy that's going to get 32 plus minutes in a competitive game. That's the kind of guy that I'm looking for. Next up at number 4, I'm looking Tyler Herro, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 7K, projected for 35. The goal is 45. He's in the optimal lineup 29% of the time. I don't know if Herro's going to play today. He is questionable, but if he does, I think he looks pretty good. 33 minutes, a little over a fantasy point per minute. He gets the benefit of facing the Hornets, a team that's not very good defensively and plays pretty fast. 26% usage for Herro, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and a stock. Great price, great positionality. You just need him to be on the floor today. In at number 3, we've got Kelly Oubre, also shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 5,700, projected for 30.5. The goal is 38.5. He's in the optimal lineup 31% of the time. This guy just gets a big boost in everything when most of the team isn't around. No Gordon Hayward, no LaMelo Ball, which means increased usage opportunities for Kelly Oubre. 30 minutes a game. He's close to a fantasy point per minute. 28% usage with no Hayward and no Ball. 19 real points, 5 assists, and then he doesn't really do much else. A rebound, a steal, maybe a block. He's probably like a stock and a half. Again, it is paced down. They are big underdogs against Miami, but when this game stays competitive, I think Dennis Smith Jr. has a lot to do with it, and I think Kelly Oubre has a lot to do with it. Next up at number 2, we're going to Tyrese Maxey. He's point guard, shooting guard, eligible, 7,800, projected for 41. The goal is 49. He's in the optimal lineup 37% of the time. Still no James Harden, which means we know what we're getting here. Tyrese Maxey dominating the ball and dominating playing time. 38 minutes here. He could play upwards of 40. He's a fantasy point per minute guy with no James Harden. 30% usage for Maxey. 26 real points, 4 boards, almost 6 assists, and a stock and a half in a pretty sizable pace up spot for Philadelphia against Atlanta. I love this opportunity for Maxey. I love being able to see what he can be over the next month with no James Harden. And for right now, 7,800 is not enough salary for Maxey on FanDuel. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. I need you guys in the comments section letting me know who your favorite plays are. And then please go sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. Up to 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum and a $1,000 risk-free bet at BetMGM is on the line. Staying in Philadelphia, going to his backcourt mate, DeAnthony Melton is the number 1 contender, point guard, shooting guard, eligible, 5,600, projected for 33. The goal is 38. He's in the optimal lineup 42% of the time. I gave Melton 31 minutes. I think he can play a little bit more than that. He's slightly north of a fantasy point per minute, 21% usage, 14.5 points, 5.5 boards, and 4 assists, plus 2.5 stocks in that pace-up spot against Atlanta. They're 1-point dogs, so it should be ultra competitive. With Melton in the starting lineup, I think you're just able to see bigger games. With this guy being slightly over a fantasy point per minute guy, only needing 38 for a GPP goal Would not be surprised at all to see him hit 40, which probably happens a quarter of the time. That's why Melton's my number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, November 10th. There's a DraftKings version around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some of that money. We are back again Sunday morning for another edition of the Contenders.